Hello and welcome to Microsoft Excel course Advanced. Hope you all are doing good. This is part 8, printing a worksheet. In this part, we'll see how we can manage our workbook views, what are the different kinds of views which are available for us. When we are printing a worksheet, what are the various options available for setting the layout? We'll see all those page layout settings. How we can put a header and a footer to the page which we are about to print, and if we have n number of records on our workbook, on our worksheet, how we can divide it into various pages using page break. So these are the topics which will be covered in this part. Let's begin with the various settings which are present for printing. We are making use of the same example which we have taken up in earlier parts, where we have the students records. You can see if I scroll down, we have like something like around 200 or 250 records over here. It's a large number of data. So this is when we open Excel. Let's talk about all the various workbook views which are available. By default, when you open a workbook, an existing workbook or a new workbook, the view which is available for you is the normal view. If you look at the status bar over here, we have discussed in the first part, and in the very first part of the Excel course for beginners, that on our status bar we have different kinds of view buttons available. If you look at the right hand side, we have the normal view, which is the default view which is open for you, where you enter the data. Then you have this next view, your page layout view, which shows you the exact image or the copy of the worksheet that we are about to print. We'll come to that also. And the page break preview view. This is the page break preview view, which helps you in viewing the positioning of all the pages and shows the page breaks as well. If we have applied a page break, or we have inserted a page break to our worksheet over here, you'll be able to see all those things over here. So these are the three views which are available over here. These views, you can have these same views in your view tab also. If I click on the view tab, here also under the workbook views group, you can see these views: normal view, page break view, preview, and page layout, and the custom views. We can have a custom setting for ourselves as well, which we can save and we can use it in the future for quickly applying the different workbook view. So this is the normal view. Let's click on the page break preview. This is the page break preview. If I scroll down, you can see over here the entire data which is there. It's being divided into various pages. This is page number 1. Then after page number 1, since we have n number of records, we have page number 2, page number 3, 4, 5, and if I scroll up, you can see page 6, 7, and 8 and 9. Let's change the zoom level and you can see all these pages over here. So in your page break preview, the entire data, if you see over here, you have two things. You have two types of page breaks. One is the automatic one, and the other one is the manual one. These automatic ones, these are the dashed lines. These are placed by Excel automatically. You can always, if you place your mouse pointer above that, it will change into a two-headed arrow. You can always click and drag and change the position of these breaks manually. You can also insert the page breaks. We will see that also. So let me increase the zoom level so things are clear. So if you look over here, these dashed lines are here. This is the break. These columns are placed in one page, then the next column. But the problem over here is I want to print all these columns on one page, that is the phone number, stream, fees paid of one student on one page. We'll see how we can set this as well. Let's first see the different kinds of views, then we'll work around with this also. Next comes your page layout. This one, your this is the normal view, your page layout view, and the page preview view. So we were over here in the view tab, normal view, page break preview. As I did show you over here, the page is being divided with various breaks, and then your page layout view. So you can see over here, actually when you take the printout, how your page will look like. It will look like something like this. You can have headers at the top. We'll talk about headers also. So these are the various views. If I click on custom views, it will ask me to add a view. How in future you want to see your view, you can always click and add a view for yourself. Alright, let's get back to the normal view. Now once you click on these page break preview, you can see these dashed lines over here. You can always change this. The various settings which are available, either you can make when you are taking a printout, you can go to page layout over here. In your page layout tab, under your page setup, you have all these options over here. You can set the margin, you can change the orientation either in landscape or portrait. You can set a page size for yourself. You can specify a print area, that this is the portion which will be printed every time. If I want, I can make a selection over here and add it as a print area. You can apply breaks, you can remove breaks. If you have breaks in your pages, you can apply them from here also. You can remove them from here also. Background we have already discussed, and then print titles. We'll come to print titles also in a while. So in your page layout, you have all these options available, plus you can always click on the dialog box launcher. The dialog box will open for you, and you have these settings over here. First, let's go to the file tab and see how we can manage the print options from there. So I go to file and print over here. Now the page is divided, this print backstage over here, it's divided into two parts. You have all these print options over here, plus the page once you take a printout, how it will look like over here on the right hand side. And the entire data, if we take a printout, it's being shown on 10 pages. You can see over here, you can click on the numbers and you can see. Plus, let's go to the first page. This is my first page over here. You can always manually type in the page number and move to that page. You have the print buttons. Once you are done with each and every setting, you can click on the print button. You can specify the number of copies which you want. You can set a printer for yourself, which printer, if you have more than one printer, which printer you are about to send your print for printing. You can convert it into PDF also from here. The various settings are here, whether you want to print the entire worksheet. If you have made a selection on your worksheet, you want to print that, you can print that one. All these things are given over here. You can the pages number, if you like, I have 10 pages over here, I can specify from which page number to which page number I want to take the printout. Once the settings are done, that can be done over here. You can specify the collated or uncollated options over here, whether you want to print the pages 1 2 3, like if I have 10 pages, 1 2 3 in a set of 10, and then the second set, or I want to print, if I have given like 5 copies, all the first pages and all the second pages and then third pages, that can be specified from here. You have the two types of orientation. You can always change the orientation, like over here I have changed to landscape, that can be done. You can set to portrait, back, you can change it. You can specify a page type which you are using for taking a printout. You can specify the margins. All these options, they are the same which we have seen in the page layout options. And then you have the scaling, like over here. like I did tell you ki we have the admission number, first name, last name, email, phone, and the other columns are not appearing over here. So I can, if I want those columns on the same page, instead of no scaling, I can select these things. I can shrink the entire thing, the entire sheet on one page. That can be done. If let's click on that, you can see everything being squished together, and you will have a printout something like this. But I don't want that. I want to fit all the columns on one page. If you look closely over here, the month is also coming now over here. That can be done. Now we have only 3 pages instead of 9 pages or 10 pages. We have only 3 pages. So we can make the settings from here. If you have rows and number of rows, you can fit the entire thing on one row, like the first option which we took over here. And then you have the custom scaling option. It will open the same dialog box which we have discussed over here. Like by default, if we check this and set it to 100, you will be taken back to the earlier option of not having those columns over here. It's same like no scaling and 100% option over here. So these are the few options over here which you can experiment with. Now let's go back to the sheet over here. You can see these page breaks, and this is the manual break which has been applied over here, and we have the default one, and we'll try and set it as per our requirement. Let's set it. We want these columns also. So one option is you click and drag and put it on this side. This has been included now. You can see page 1, page 2, and if I scroll down, page 3. If you want, you can see in the layout also. Let's zoom, change the zoom level. You can see over here 1, 2 and 3. Let's go back to the page preview. Now on one page we are having something around like 69 records. If I want, I can change this. I want on one page, I want 70 records. If I want 50 records, that can also be done over here. If you want, you can go back to the print option over here. You can see the print preview over here. Click on print and you can see the changes. 3 pages now, and all the columns are being included. Or you can also see the preview, page layout, page setup, and you open the dialog box launcher. Over here you have the print preview. That will open the same thing like if we go to print option over here and see the print. Let's go back. So we have included the column which was not coming on our page by setting the page breaks. So same thing for margins. You can specify the margin. You can set the custom margins. I'll open the dialog box and show all these options over there. Let's open the dialog box. So we have the dialog box over here. We can specify the orientation from here, landscape or portrait. I already told you we can adjust it. The scaling can be adjusted over here. Earlier we had 100%. We have changed the page break setting and we have the 67 over here. You can specify the print quality and the page numbers. Let's move on to margins. These are your margins area over here. If you want, you can see the preview, how it will look like. If I click over here, you can see the margins over here. If you look down over here where page numbers are specified, and on the right hand side, if I click over here, you can see these dots, these spaces on the right and left and top and bottom. These are your margins, plus the space at the top of your heading which we have given, the column headings which we have for all these columns. This is your header area, and at the bottom, which the space which is being shown over here, these are the header and the footers. So in your header and footer, if you want, you can include something like if this is my student record, I can say student record for the year 2021. If I want to include it on each and every page, that can be done. Let's move on and add a header and a footer to our data which we are taking a printout. Let's go back to the print preview. Margins, we can always increase or decrease the margin area. If you see over here, we have something. Let's include the margin like something like this and increase the header area. Definitely some data will be changed from this side or that side. We'll adjust that as well. Margins have been set. Let's go to header and footer. We want something to appear at the top of each and every page where we are taking a printout. Say I want to add, this is some confidential information over here. This is what we want. If I want, I can add a custom header also. You, instead of confidential and date and something like this which we are getting over here, I can add like student data. If I want, I can add on the left hand side student data 2021 and click on OK. You can see student data 2021, it is appearing. We have added a custom header instead of the things which are coming over here by default. And I can have a footer as well. You can specify how many parts or how many pages, like total you have 3 pages, so page 1 of how many pages, page 2 of how many pages. Or you can always have other things over here. If you scroll down, you can see all these information. You can add it to your footer, or you can always add a custom footer also. Together with the page, your header and the footer, they are divided into 3 columns. You can have these things. You can add your name also, something like this. So this will appear in your footer section. So we have specified. Let's take a preview of this. Click on print preview. You can see at the top over here you have a student record data, your page number, all these information. If I zoom it a little bit, let's zoom it. You can see the student data, you can see the date, you can see the page number. Let's scroll down to the second page. You can see the page number over here, page 1 of 6. It is prepared by so and so. Now since we have changed the margins over here, all the columns are not fitting in on the same page. One column is missing. We'll adjust that as well in a while. So you can always change these settings. You can go back to the print preview. You can see how things are appearing, and you can always adjust. Let's see. Let's go back. I need to adjust this a little bit. Over here we have shifted the preview over here. Let's see the preview. Now the fees and the months, they are coming in the same page. You can scroll down. Now in only 3 pages the entire data is appearing. Another thing which I want is, together with the header and footer, I want this admission number, first name and last name to appear at the top of each and every page. If I scroll down, if I show you page number 2 over here, you will see that there is this header is appearing, but there is no a row showing your admission number, name, first name, last name, email ID and all those things. Let's adjust that also. How we can do that? Open your page setup dialog box. This is your header and footer which we have done. Go to the sheet tab. And under your sheet tab you have print titles. You can specify which row to repeat at the top of each and every page. Let's click on this selection. You can make a selection over here. This is what we want to appear at each and every page. Make a selection, and if you want any column to repeat, you have a column which you want to repeat at each and every page, that can also be done. See the print preview. See, this is page number 1. You can see over here, header, page number 1. Let me scroll down. Let's go to page number 2. This is your page number 2 header. Your this row which we have inserted, it is coming. And let's go to page number 3. This is page number 3. Here also page number, your student, and this at the top, this row is coming where your headings are being displayed, and at the bottom we have 3 pages, and the name, whatever custom footer you have applied over there, that will appear on the sheet which you are about to take the printout. So you can have all these options. You can change these various print settings which are available over here. You can click on the page setup over here. The same dialog box will open. Either you can go to the page layout, and from there you can open the dialog box. You are in the backstage view and the print option is open for you. You can open the dialog box from here and set all these settings from the tab. You can go to different views. From there you can see the page layout, you can see the page break preview, and set these options for yourself. So my page has been set. I have done all the settings, whatever I wanted to appear on my page. Another thing you can do is you can take selection. One more thing which I would like to add, if I want to take selection only, take a printout of only a selected area or a selected record, that can also be done. I can make a selection over here. I can go to file and then print option. You can see over here. From here you can click on print selection only. The header and footer which we have set, that will come, and the selected part will be shown for printing only one page. You can see over here. That can also be done. You can specify a print area. You can save those settings. You can have custom settings for yourself, and a printout can be taken. You can always change to that. So in this part, printing of a worksheet, we have seen how we can make use of the various views which are available, plus using the page setup dialog box, how we can set the margins, orientations, and different other headers and footers. All those custom options are available. You can try it out on your own. See, if you have any queries or comments, you can always write in the comment box. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. In the next part 9, we will talk about some more functions of Excel. In the previous course we did experiment with some basic functions. In the next part 9 of this course, we will look into some advanced Excel functions, and we'll work around with an example. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next course.